Marco Rubio nailing the main point of why David Grusch's revelations are so concerning and should be investigated one way or the other. And even if Grusch's statements are partially true, there's still something really, really fishy and strange going on in terms of what he said to us so far. Give me 1 second. I just have to plug in my laptop here because the battery is going to die. Okay, it's plugged in now. So, if you haven't been following, David Grusch went on News Nation a few weeks ago and did an interview where he claims that he has insider knowledge and people have testified to him with high security clearances that work in or have knowledge of people who have worked in secret crash retrieval programs that have existed since the 1930s in the United States government to retrieve non-human origin crashed vehicles. Sounds crazy, right? So the Marco Rubio, a few weeks after, goes on the same channel, News Nation, and says that there are other whistleblowers who have testified to Congress and to him, and what they said was similar to what Grusch has said. And so we're going to look at a bit of a transcript of the interview and get into why Grusch's revelations are so concerning one way or the other, and somebody is lying. All right, so here's the transcript here. So it says, people who we entrusted to do some really important things for our country are saying some pretty incredible things, Rubio said. That I think we have an obligation to take seriously and listen to. We are getting more information now, he added. More people are coming forward than any time in the history of our country about this. We need to find answers, Rubio emphasized, because at the end of the day, anytime agencies of the federal government are unsupervised and do whatever they want, it's generally not a good outcome for the country. True. Senator Rubio did not mince words on the gravity of these allegations and the cut portions of his News Nation interview. If that is accurate, Rubio said, what you're basically saying is that within the government of the United States, there's a group of people who believe that they possess something that they don't need to share with anybody, including elected officials who they view as temporary employees. There are one of two things here that are true, Rubio said in his unaired response. Either what he is saying is partially true or entirely true, or we have some really smart, educated people with high clearances and very important positions in our government who are crazy and are leading us on a goose chase. Having attended classified briefings by both Grusch and some first-hand witnesses with very high clearances to the government's UFO reverse engineering program, Rubio admitted that he was still not in a position to make a judgment. But the senator believes that these whistleblower claims demand attention no matter what the truth underlying them is revealed to be. Either one is a problem, Rubio said. Either what they're telling us is true, or we've got some people in important positions that are doing this for some reason. We've got to figure this out, the senator said. We cannot ignore it. So, just to kind of paraphrase here what Rubio's saying. What Rubio's saying is that let's take the aliens out of the equation. Let's take crashed, exotic vehicles completely out of the equation, and let's assume that Grusch has been misled. And what Grusch is alluding to is in fact not true, but there's been people that are testifying to him and are misleading him and are telling him false things to confuse him and to send him on some wild goose chase, as Rubio puts it. Well, what would be the reason for wanting to do that? Who would be directing people to testify to Congress and to commit perjury and to mislead highly respected, high security clearance holding people, to mislead them and confuse them? Why would there be a want or a need to do that? Is there something else that is being covered up? Is there something, is there some nefarious activity by a foreign adversary that is being covered up, and the government wants people to think it's a non-human intelligence, but in fact is something that has a prosaic origin and explanation? Well, what's up with that? That's just as strange as there being a non-human intelligence civilization that's here on Earth. Is that the U.S. government is openly misleading and is openly trying to distract away from some other thing. And what reason would the people coming to Grusch testifying to him? What reason would they have to lie? Either they're lying about what they are involved with and what they've seen, or either they're lying or Grusch is lying about what's been testified to him. Well, either one of those is a problem. Like, somebody's lying, something fishy is going on. We have to get to the bottom of this one way or the other. And if Grusch's claims turn out to be completely false and completely based in no reality whatsoever, well, let's figure that out and get to the bottom of that. So either way, this is something that Congress needs to be taking and paying close attention to, because something fishy is going on no matter how you slice it. And this is something that we as Americans deserve to know the truth of.